I am worth $32 million, and I'm telling you right now that money is not the answer to your problems. That probably sounds like something only a rich person would say. You are right, it is. But it is also true. And the fact that I had to make $32 million before I understood it is exactly why I need to talk to you before you waste the next 30 years learning it the hard way. I started with less than nothing. A single mother, 2 kids, $12,000 of debt, a bank that told me I needed a man's signature just to borrow money. That was 1975. Women could not get credit in their own names until the year before. So I walked out and found another way. I always found another way. The first thing I would tell my 30-year-old self is this: nobody is coming to save you. I wasted years waiting for someone to notice how hard I was working, waiting for someone to give me permission, waiting for someone to open a door. Nobody came. Nobody was ever going to come. The doors that opened for me were doors I kicked down myself. And once I understood that, everything changed. You are sitting there right now waiting for something, a promotion, an opportunity, a sign that you are ready. You will wait forever. The sign is that you are still breathing. That is the only sign you need. Stop waiting. Start moving. The second thing is about fear. Everyone is afraid. Everyone. The difference between people who succeed and people who do not is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to act anyway. When I bought my first building in 1976, I was so terrified I could not sleep for 3 weeks. I had put everything on the line. My children's security, my future, everything. And I did it anyway, because the alternative was worse. The alternative was staying exactly where I was forever. Fear is information. It tells you that something matters, but it is not a stop sign. It is just data. Acknowledge it and keep moving. The third thing took me too long to learn. Your reputation is your net worth, not your actual net worth, your reputation. In my business, I could not afford to be dishonest even once. One broken promise, one shady deal, one moment of cutting corners, and I would have been finished. Women were not given second chances in commercial real estate in the 1970s and 80s. Men could fail and try again. I could not. So I became known as someone whose word was absolute. If I said I would close by Friday, I closed by Friday. If I said the building was in good condition, it was in good condition. This cost me money sometimes. I walked away from deals that would have been profitable because something did not feel right. But over time, that reputation became worth more than any single deal. People sought me out because they knew I was reliable. Your character is an asset. Invest in it. The fourth thing is about people. You cannot do anything significant alone. I learned this the hard way. For the first 5 years, I tried to do everything myself. I was the negotiator, the accountant, the property manager, the contractor liaison, everything. I was exhausted. and I was failing. Then I started building a team, not employees, partners, people who had skills I did not have, people who saw opportunities I missed, people who told me the truth even when I did not want to hear it. My second husband, Gerald, was one of those people. He walked into my life as a competitor and became the best partner I ever had. Find your people, and when you find them, treat them like gold. Pay them fairly. Listen to them. Give them credit. The people around you will determine how far you go. The fifth thing is this: money is a tool, nothing more. I have watched people destroy their families chasing money. I have watched people work themselves into early graves for money. I have watched people compromise everything they believed in for money. And I have watched people who had nothing live with more joy and purpose than people who had millions. Money gives you options. It gives you freedom. It gives you security. But it does not give you meaning. It does not give you love. It does not give you peace. I made my money so that I could live the life I wanted, not so that making money could become my life. There is a difference. If you do not understand that difference, all the money in the world will not help you. The sixth thing is about failure. I have failed more times than I can count. I bought buildings that turned into money pits. I trusted people who betrayed me. I made bets that did not pay off. In 1989, I nearly lost everything when a major tenant declared bankruptcy and left me holding 3 empty buildings with mortgages I could not pay. I thought it was over. It was not over. It was a lesson. Every failure taught me something that success never could have. Failure taught me humility. It taught me caution. It taught me to read contracts more carefully and to keep cash reserves for emergencies. If you have not failed yet, you have not tried anything hard enough. And when you do fail, and you will, do not let it define you. Let it teach you. Then get up and try again. The seventh thing is about time. This is the one I wish someone had beaten into my head when I was young. You think you have unlimited time. You do not. I blinked and my children were grown. I blinked again and my first grandchild was born. I blinked again and I was burying my second husband. Time moves faster than you can imagine, and it only accelerates. I spent too many years working when I should have been present with my children. I missed school plays, I missed dinners, I missed bedtimes. I told myself I was building something for them, and I was. But they did not need buildings, they needed me. I cannot get those years back. You still have yours. Do not make the same mistake. The eighth thing is this: most of what you worry about will never happen. I have spent thousands of hours worrying about deals that fell through anyway. Worrying about problems that solve themselves. Worrying about catastrophes that never arrived. And meanwhile, the things that actually knocked me down were things I never saw coming. My first husband leaving, Gerald's heart attack, the 2008 crash. You cannot predict what will hurt you, so stop wasting energy trying. Deal with problems when they are actual problems, not before. Worry is just paying interest on a debt you may never owe. The ninth thing is about asking for what you want. Women of my generation were taught to be polite, to wait our turn, to accept what was offered. This nearly destroyed me. Every significant opportunity I ever had came because I asked for it directly. I asked for meetings. I asked for better terms. I asked for introductions. I asked for things that seemed impossible, and sometimes I got them. The worst anyone can say is no, and no is just information. It is not rejection. It is redirection. Ask for what you want. Ask clearly. Ask repeatedly if necessary. The people who get what they want are the people who have the nerve to ask for it. The 10th thing is the most important. I have saved it for last because I need you to hear it. You must decide what kind of life you want, and then build everything around that decision, not the other way around. Most people let life happen to them. They take the job that is offered. They marry the person who is available. They live where it is convenient. They wake up at 60 and wonder how they ended up somewhere they never intended to be. I decided at 34, when my first husband walked out and left me with nothing, that I was never going to be dependent on anyone ever again. Every decision I made after that was in service of that goal. The buildings I bought, the risks I took, the hours I worked, the people I married, everything. If you do not decide what you want, someone else will decide for you, and you will not like their decision. I am 85 years old. I have been a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a businesswoman, a developer, a landlord, a negotiator, a survivor. I have made more money than I ever imagined possible, and I have lost more than most people will ever have. I have buried 2 husbands and watched 3 children grow into adults who no longer need me. I have seen the world change in ways that would have seemed like science fiction when I was young. And through all of it, these 10 principles have been my foundation. But I need to tell you something. are finite and irreplaceable. I sold my first building in 1992 for $400,000. I had bought it for $62,000 in 1976. Everyone told me I was crazy to buy a building in that neighborhood. That neighborhood is now worth 20 times what I sold it for. I could have